This is the Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Waynehead, brought to us by Nelvana and Warner Brothers. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm the Big D, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Waynehead, an animated series created by actor-comedian Damon Wayans. Originally premiering on the WB network in 1996 and also that same year on YTV in Canada, due to the fact that this was produced by the Canadian cartoon studio Nelvana. Anyway, produced with them along with Warner Bros. Television Animation with overseas animation by Hanho Huanga Company Limited and Philippine Animation Studio. Its opening sequence was animated by TMS, Kyokuchi Corporation, Japan. Anyway, the series premiered on October 19th, 1996. Anyway, of course, this was at the time when I believe the Wayans Brothers TV series had just made it onto the network. It was pretty big. Anyway, I could be wrong though. Though it only lasted one season, Wayans stated that he was told by the studio that the tune wasn't black enough nor funny enough, to which a WB executive replied by insisting that the show was merely low rated. It's about a young boy named Damon Wayans. Yeah, sort of like a younger version of him, could be, but I don't know. But he's of unknown age from a poor background with a clubfoot. It was based on Wayans' own childhood in the Chelsea neighborhood in the New York City borough of Manhattan. Actors who provided the voices on the show included Orlando Brown, the late great Gary Coleman, and yes, if you're ready for this, Damon's own brother Marlon. Now, vaguely, I had rarely remembered this show a little, but however, I did catch reruns of the show when Cartoon Network picked it up. The show is funny and what have you a little, but it's been years since I last saw it, so I'm sorry I didn't get to watch this going to the Saturday Morning TVLog. But I do remember it a little. I gotta say, it's pretty funny and what have you. I mean, if you're into like the Wayans brothers and what have you, or if you're into stuff that came out long before this, so this would kind of be like how like what we saw long ago with Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, or the short-lived live-action series Pryor's Place. But of course, this was still just long before, and this was long before we had a live-action hit with Everybody Hates Chris. Now, originally, the series was first announced in 1991 as The Wayneheads and was originally going to be a claymation series and air on Fox in prime time. But the concept was shelved and was retooled as a traditionally animated Saturday morning series that took the influence off of the cult classic 1992 film Bebe's Kids, which I haven't reviewed that yet. I definitely need to review that sometime sooner. But anyway, each week, Damien and his friends, well, get into all sorts of, well, mischief and fun and all that jazz. But anyway, from what I've seen of the show, it's pretty good. Maybe not a great show by any means, but I think it's pretty nice. Its voice acting cast is pretty big. Yes, voicing Damie is Orlando Brown, who actually did appear in who that same year actually did appear in a film Damon Wayans was in, and that was Major Pain, which that's a film I haven't tackled yet. He was also recently on Family Matters and the Jamie Foxx Show, which was also on the WB network. And of course, after this, he would go on to voice Sticky Webb on The Proud Family and as A. Thomas on Disney Channel's hit of That's So Raven. So I thought that was that name sound familiar. Yes. Anyway, sometimes now before I get back to the voices, sometimes now some of these episodes do have a little musical number involved in this. But anywho, I think this proved to have a little bit of something and what have you. Now, for the rest of the cast, we have John Witherspoon, and I think that name sounds familiar. That's, of course, the guy who played Willie in the Friday series, which Friday was released the same year this show premiered. He voices, well, Mr. Wayne, while Mrs. Wayne is voiced by, are you ready? Another Wayans. Of course, it's Damon's sister, Kim Wayans. Now, for other characters, we have Gary Coleman, who most people know of Different Strokes fame, of course, Arnold of that show. He voices Kevin. I say it's one of the friends, but I can't remember the names of all of his friends, but I could check somewhere else. Please stand by. Okay, for now, then of course we have Damon's own brother, Marlon, voicing the character of Blue. Not sure what character that was. However, the other Wayans brother, Shawn, voiced one of Damie's friends, and that was Tooth. Voicing another one of Damie's friends is Marvin, and he's voiced by Tico Wells, who most people might remember him as choir boy in the 1991 film The Five Heartbeats. He also appeared on The Cosby Show, 227, Beverly Hills 90210, and various Hallmark films. Then there's Mo Money Jr., voiced by Jamil Walker Smith, who, of course, was best known for voicing Gerald on Nickelodeon's Hey Arnold. He also went on to appear on shows like Sister Sister, Girlfriends, Bones, the Bernie Mac Show, and The X Files. And then, of course, we have, well, the girl in the group of friends of Damie's, and that's Roz. And she's voiced by Takea Crystal Kema, who after this would go on to star on Cosby. She was already well known for starring on Fox's hit sketch comedy In Living Color. She would also later go on to be a part of That's So Raven for its first few seasons as Raven's mom, Tanya Baxter. So I'd say that's pretty good casting, what have you. Kemal also did the voices of Siobhan and Aki as well. There's also voice god Frank Welker as the character of Tripod, and Funny Gal and SCTV alumni Andrea Martin as a teacher. So now you know about the voice acting cast. Now the show only lasted for a single season. It ended on May 17th, 1997. And then it was dropped from Kids WB. I don't know if they reran it, but YTV continued to re-air the show until 1998. The show later had also been seen in various countries, including Germany, Austria, the UK, Israel, Ireland, and the Netherlands. A year after it was canceled, the show returned and got rerun on Cartoon Network from 1998 to 2000. And that's where I've seen it. The show is unfortunately not on physical media. It has been since April 2021. It was released on iTunes, Amazon Video, and Fandango at home to rent or buy, I believe, but I could be wrong though. So if you really want to see a show free, the only place I know of you can find this would be the Internet Archive. That's the only place I know of. Now, references to Honor Me, I found out, is the theme song for this called "The Party's Just Begun," which was performed by the young cast of Orlando Brown, Tico Wells, Jamil Walker Smith, Takea Crystal Kema. What's I think just a little. I think she was kind of well. I can't really point out to you anyway. And Shawn Wayans did the theme too, which was pretty cool. Anyway, it was parodied in the episode Dangerous Brains of another kids WB show, and that was Pinky and the Brain, the spinoff of Animaniacs. And a reel with the show's logo on it is shown in the episode Hugbees of Teen Titans Go. So anyway, I recall seeing most of Waynehead when it was rerun on Cartoon Network. I can't remember if I've seen all of them. The show is nice, and it does have a pretty good cast of characters. I'll give you a look at them, okay? Stand by. Don't mind this with the alarming words and what. Here's a shot of Damie and his friends. But anyway, I think Waynehead could have went on for a little longer, but I guess it just didn't do so hot. But I will say it's a pretty nice little show. I mean, if you're into stuff like Fat Albert or maybe some of the live action shows I mentioned, like Pryor's Place or Everybody Hates Chris, and you didn't know about this, then I think you'd feel right at home with watching Waynehead. I think it's a pretty nice little show, and it's worth looking into, definitely. So now you know about Waynehead. What did you think of this show? Did you ever catch Waynehead? If so, let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me later tonight when I bring to you my long overdue review of something I'm long overdue to see. And that's the film Mercy. Expect an out the reaction as well, okay? So if you like this, you can check out the vids for some of these other shows. These are two shows I had mentioned I have done Saturday Morning TV logs on. In the upper left hand corner is the Saturday Morning TV log on Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. The upper right hand corner is the Saturday Morning TV log on Pryor's Place. Or if you'd like another short lived show with a little urban feel to it, check out my Saturday Morning TV log on Seabear and Jamal in the bottom left hand corner. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is I Am the Greatest, The Adventures of Muhammad Ali. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.